We're speaking with Eric DeCosta, General Manager of the Baltimore Ravens. Eric, there's pressure to win in the NFL, and jobs are always at stake. But as a GM, not only do you have to concern yourself with winning today, but you have to have a watchful eye on the future. Talk about the challenges of winning today and the pressures that go with that, along with keeping the outlook on the future and making sure you don't make hasty decisions today that may jeopardize the long-term success of the team.
Well, that's a really big part of the job as GM, and we try to do that and try to assess how can we build the best team in the short term but has the most potential to be the best team in the long term. And we do that with a variety of ways. Obviously, being smart with the salary cap is a big part of that. Acquiring as many draft picks every single year as we can, with an eye towards comp picks, and being smart in terms of the signings that we're going to make. Managing the roster, looking at which players can help us win in the short term versus which players should we really dedicate and try and develop so that they can become good long-term prospects. How much money do we have to spend? How much money do we want to carry in next year's salary cap? How do we craft deals that allow us to obtain players but also keep them over the length of their contracts, using various structures and mechanisms to help us do that. Try to eliminate as much dead money as possible, and try and be really smart organizationally, having the flexibility to acquire players if we can via trade or other mechanisms if they're available, and making sure that we have the money to do that, so that we can be, I think, opportunistic if situations arise. And so it's a big puzzle. This has been a really, I think, important part of focus for me this year, is trying to build the best team we can to play in September of 2019, but also having the best team as possible in 2021. So I think that's being aggressive in terms of signing a young talent a year early, if possible, and also nailing as many draft picks as possible and hitting on players so that you can afford to let high-valued talent on your team that you simply can't re-sign. You can let that talent leave and then replace via the draft. So there's really no right way to do it. It's a gut thing. Some of it is objective with the salary cap, but also it's nuance, it's decision making, and it's just trying to do what you can to build the best team as possible.
Some players, despite posting impressive stats, are more concerned about the plays they left on the field. And as an executive in the NFL, I kind of see you as being that kind of person, always self-scouting. Talk about the self-scouting that is done at the Castle and how brutally honest you guys are with each other with the hopes to improve.
Well, there's nobody who puts more pressure on himself than me. And having been a part of this organization since 1996, I personally feel a tremendous responsibility to the fans to succeed and to build the best team, to build a team that the fans can be proud of every single year. And, that's a motivating factor for me every single day. That's what keeps me up at night. And so a big part of that is self-scouting, looking at the decisions we've made, good decisions, bad decisions, trying to be as brutally honest as we can. That also means that I'm going to challenge my scouts and staff to be the best that they can be, so that we understand that as good as we think we may be, there's always a lot more room to be even better. We're fortunate that we've got an owner that really does preach accountability and transparency and honesty, and that permeates throughout the entire organization. And so John and I will have good discussions about the future of the team and decisions that we make that are good decisions, bad decisions. We're able to include the scouts and coaches, and it becomes one really big, important dialogue when we talk about what we think is best for the team moving forward. And we're able to really chart out strategies to help us be the best we can be. So a big part of that is being honest with yourself and questioning decisions that you make, studying decisions that you make, trying to learn from your mistakes so that you don't repeat those mistakes moving forward.
Now, I know that you're an extreme competitor. I've heard you say it a number of times that you hate to lose, that winning matters. Talk a little bit about what satisfies you besides winning. What would satisfy you most as the Executive Vice President and General Manager of the Baltimore Ravens?
Man, I think the only thing that really satisfies me is winning. But I think, I want this organization to be a destination organization for employees, players alike. I want this to be the standard for sports teams. I want this brand to be recognized throughout the world. I'm very proud of what my predecessors have done in terms of making the Baltimore Ravens a household name in football, but also in sports across the world. So that can continue. I want our employees to love working here. I want our employees to think that they've got the best jobs in the United States, in the world. And, personally, when I come through the security gate out front, every single day I'm tremendously excited to come into work. Hopefully our players and other employees feel that way. I want this place to be the best at everything we do, whether it's food in the cafeteria, whether it's the fields, whether it's the uniforms, whether it's the building itself, whether it's the stadium experience. There's no reason why the Baltimore Ravens can't be the best.
This summer, enjoy the outdoors, but go see your Toyota dealer first. Get an off-road ready Tacoma now with $1,000 cash back. Or pick a half-ton Tundra and get 0% APR for 60 months. Or go in style with a rugged 4Runner, ranked top 10 in resale value by KBB.com. Get the most out of your summer with a new Toyota truck. And let's go places.